I'm getting you. I'm gonna find you some Switch controllers for your Switch, and you can have your Switch back. And don't give it to Safari. Yeah, you know what? If these kids are a lot older, it'll be a lot easier to just be like, okay, so yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, if the kids are older, it'll be a lot easier. But you know, like, man, the more you think about it, it's like, it sounds like but, like, my kids make comments about, like, their friends and how they're divorced, all their parents are divorced, and they got 2 birthdays and 2 Christmases and have to go back and forth, and they don't like that. They don't want to do it with us.
Like, I think it's so crucial when parents, when they co-parent, like, they're really involved and they don't fight and they don't, you know what I mean? Try your best not to let the kids see it, because I think at the end of the day, if the kids get that, like, both parents are so dedicated to their children, and involved in everything, then I think the kids won't be as bad. I mean, they might step back and be like, why can't you guys just be together? You guys get along. You know what I mean? So they might have those thoughts, but I think regardless of hard, I think it's easier when the co-parenting is like, is good. You know, and then like Zay's grad, my kid's dad pissed me off. Like, I walked out of the school for a bit, and I can't be around him. I cannot be around him. He had the nerve to. I am. You know, I asked him before he can come and help as they get ready and head out before us because I have to go get my mom. And he was like trying to take over. Like, I went every single day. He was trying to, like, I don't know, he just wanted things his way.
Yeah.
And then we were taking pictures. He's like, one day I'm like, turn this way, and then he's on like just on TV. But then he was doing the exact same thing. And then he was getting on my nerves. And then at some point, I told him, I'm like, when we went to the school, I went and sat away from him. He came over, and he was like, are you so upset about earlier? I'm like, I really don't want to talk to you. Like, I really don't want to talk to you right now. And just like he used to do when we were together, he'd get in my face.
Oh, gosh. At the school?
And then he got his nerve. He's like, I'm just telling you how you have a relationship with your kids.
What?
And then, yeah, and he said the way I was talking to the kids when I was taking pictures, all I was saying was, get out of the sun, like, you're squinting, whatever. And he's like, oh, he can't control it. I'm like, yeah, he can, he can turn. But then he was doing the same thing. And he was, like, trying to take over the whole event. And it's like, you don't even come around. And then he's like, I'm just telling you that you need to have a relationship with the kids. And I look at him, I'm like, excuse me?
The one that lives with them needs to have a relationship with them? What the heck does that mean?
And then, and you know, he's making, like, comments, like if he's like, oh, where's Isaiah's belt? Oh, did you get him this? Your mother doesn't know nothing. Oh, and then
What?
I
No.
I asked him to steam Isaiah's shirt, and he's like, steam? He's like, what's this?
You lucky the kids didn't put him in his place.
An iron board?
You lucky the kids didn't put him in his place.
But if he's so old-fashioned, he's like, you don't have an iron or an iron board? Like,
come on.
Your mother doesn't know nothing. And I'm like, you don't know how to steam something? Like, he was just...
Bruh.
I told him, I'm like, I need to have a relationship with my kids. And then
You have a relationship with reality.
You don't even come around. He's like, yeah. He's like, I know, I haven't been around for a while, but that's not the point. I'm like, that is the point.
It's the only point.
I have a relationship with my kids. You don't. And then I'm like, it's like every time you're around, you criticize what I do. And you have no right to do that because you're not even around. Like, I couldn't fucking be around him. I hate when he gets like that.
How, bro? Jeez, that's fucking... That's...
Like, he had this, like, tacky-ass watch, and I was like... I saw him put on, he's like, where's his watch? Like, he doesn't have a slim watch to wear with doesn't need a watch. And then he's like, I had all this stuff put away, like watches and stuff, right? And he goes downstairs. He doesn't even know where their shit is, but he like tears everything apart to look for it. And he puts this watch on his wrist, and it's like the size of a wall clock. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. And he looks at me, he's like, why? I'm like, because that doesn't go with the suit. And Joe even was like, nah. He's like, that's... And my sister was here. She was doing Snea's hair, and she's like, I'm like, Lena, like, seriously. She's like, no, that does not go. And everyone thought it was tacky. And he's like, I can never do what I want. And then he takes it off. And then I noticed he had a watch like that on. I'm like, watch what he's going to do. Sure enough, at some point when I was taking pictures, I could see the sleeve go up. Oh, that watch, babe? He couldn't even pull his sleeve down. And it was like wrapped around. The sleeve was wrapped around. It was so tacky. And then, sure enough, I look and I'm like, did you put another watch on him? Just leave it, man. And I'm like, you just have to have your way, huh? I'm like, you never went out to go get his suit and shoes and all that bullshit. I'm like, so now you want to do what you want to do? Oh, just leave it. Just leave it. Like, I can't. So anyways, Isaiah never witnessed us arguing, but the other two did, and my mom was there.
Oh.
And she was telling